Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Gretchen Paulhemus Jensen, and today I want to talk about recognizing what we want and how to stay focused on it. I was thinking about this. I remember when I was a kid, my grandmother had a pool. All the cousins and my brother and I would play this game. We would throw things to the bottom of the pool, and then whoever could retrieve them the fastest, won, right? And so, you swim down. As a kid, you're thinking, oh my gosh, it's so far down. You swim, you open your eyes. It's fuzzy. You can't really see very well. And then you start feeling around like you're trying to find that penny or whatever it is. And then you get a little disoriented and you're like, I don't know where it is. So you come up to the top and you're holding on to the side of the pool and you're trying to look down. You're trying to find, oh yeah, there it is. And then you go back down. You come back up. You can't really see it. Well, then I looked and noticed my brother has on a pair of freaking goggles. So his vision is very clear. He always won. But what he would do is he put the goggles on after we were already under there. But he would go down and get it because he had a clear sight. He knew exactly where it was, and he knew that he had clear vision to see it. So sometimes when we're trying to manifest, we're not really that clear on what we want. We're pretty clear on the fact that we want it, and we know when we want it. We want it to happen at a certain time. If you don't have enough money in the bank, you want it to happen right now. If you want your dream house, sometimes we tend to put that off. Oh, in 15 years, in 20 years, in 5 years, So we're a little vague on what we want, the specifics, and then we need to let up on the idea of how we think it should come. Because the universe doesn't work that way. The universe actually has, let's say, if you ever been to a cafeteria in the South, they're pretty big. And I don't mean like a school cafeteria, I mean like a restaurant cafeteria. And you go and you get your tray, and you didn't know you wanted salad, but by the time you get there, you realize, oh my gosh, there's like Jello, and there's tossed, and there's pasta. There's all these different types of salads. So you're like, yeah, I'll take that. Then you slide your tray down and you're like, oh, I didn't know I wanted mashed potatoes and gravy. White gravy, brown gravy. Oh my gosh, there's so many things to choose from. You have to look at your abundance of what's coming like that. You have to look at it in a way that there are so many options of so much goodness. So even though you think you want this particular dream job, maybe it's not just that. Maybe it's that with some gravy on top. Maybe the universe wants to give you more than what you think you want, but you have to be open to it. You have to be in the receiving mode. Now, how do you get into the receiving mode? Especially in a time when you want instant answers. When I had cancer, I wanted to be I wanted to be well and not sick immediately. But that didn't happen. So I had to be incremental about how I thought about being well. I had to be deliberate in what I was accepting in order to feel good mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically, so that I could allow that blessing to come. And so what we can do is, first of all, you have to realize that you have an amazing mind. An amazing mind that gives you the ability to dream and to create. Okay? That is a gift. That is a gift. And it's not used to make you feel bad or to torture you because you don't have something. It's actually there to facilitate with God, with the universe, on how to get and what to get what you want. You're like going into a restaurant and you're placing an order from the menu. I would like to have a pepperoni pizza with olives and no peppers or whatever. You get to choose exactly what you want. You place your order, you sit back and you wait for it to come. You don't go back to the chef and be like, are you done? What, can I help you cut things? Like, what do we need to do? You don't do that. You sit there and you wait for it to come, and you find other things to talk about. You find other things to look at, to discuss that are taking your mind off waiting, like, when's my pizza coming? Right? So the way that we get into the receptive mode is we let it go. We place our order. We say what we want. And then if you can't find yourself into a feeling of feeling what it's going to be like to have it. If you can't daydream into the space where you actually are feeling that manifestation in your presence, in your 3D, then you have to think of other things. Go outside. Go outside, let the sun touch your skin, feel a breeze, listen to the birds, watch children playing, hear the water if it's in a fountain, whatever it is. Find yourself in a way where you are being distracted and your attention is going towards other good things. Now, to be in the receptive mode does not mean to start focusing on another problem. I'm not going to think about that thing that I want, but I am going to think about this thing I want. No, you're slowing everything down. You're putting a halt to it. You have to be in a mindset of being grateful, of being appreciative, of being helpful to somebody else. You have to place in your mind, in your space, a way for you to find a better feeling. Okay, so maybe that means you're going to get your gratitude journal out and you're going to write 5 new things. You should be writing at least 5 things every day, but maybe you're going to find 5 new things. Maybe you're going to go pet your cat or love on your dog because you feel good when you do that. When you find distractions away from the object of what you're trying to manifest, you actually are opening up the gate that more is coming to you because you're in a mode of being receiving. You're not resisting. If you're thinking, it hasn't come, why hasn't it come? I'm not worthy, I'm not doing this right, this is too hard, okay? You're basically putting the dam wall up and you're slowing down that water. You're slowing down that stream of abundance that wants to come to you. If you can tell yourself this and believe it, what I want also wants me. What I want is looking for me. Am I open enough for it to find me? Okay. Have you ever been somewhere in public? I kind of think about this before cell phones. Have you ever been somewhere in public and you're going to meet somebody there and you're like, how are they ever going to find me? You know, in my case, I'm tall, so that wasn't that hard. But I saw this post and these people were at a concert and one of the friends had an artificial arm. Well, he took that arm off of his friend and that's what he was waving and that person could see where they were. And that was his way of saying, here I am, right? So what are you doing to make it accessible for that manifestation to find you? Are you open? Are you in a clear space? Are you in murky water of being pessimistic and being angry and being pissed off? If you're in any of those emotions, it's not going to find you. It's not going to find you. You have to be in a place where you are in a situation where you are ready to receive that blessing, right? You think about when you're in a store and you hear like a screaming kid, I want this toy, and they're throwing a fit. I know y'all done this because in my mind, I'm like, oh, hell no. Like that child needs to learn, right? And I'm certainly not saying that's how God is, but that's really what the energy is about. If you are demanding, if you are impatient, if you are longing so much that it's obsessive in your mind and in your thought, you actually are creating resistance. So you have to be able to say what you want, put it out there, and leave it alone. Wait for it to come. You say things like, I'm so excited to see how this is all going to come. I'm so excited to witness this amazing magical thing that's coming to me. Thank you so much. I can't wait to feel what it's going to be like, right? There's a process called looping, okay? And so this is how you do it. Again, this is not my idea. This is what I've learned. Let's say you want to manifest $10,000, okay? So in your mind, you're going to think, okay, I have finished getting dressed. I'm walking into my office. I open my laptop, click on the buttons, and I pull up my mail. Scroll through my email and realize there's an email from someplace I don't know about. I open it up, I look into it, and it's starting to tell me that there's $10,000 that I haven't claimed that's mine. Okay, so now you're like, oh my gosh, it just came. And I had no idea it was going to come this way. So you quickly click on the information, you figure out how to transfer it to your bank, You write your bills, you feel great, you feel happy, right? You do that same scene again. I walk into my office, I sit down, I open my laptop. You go through the whole thing and you feel the feelings of elation that you are feeling because you just read what you wanted. You just read this email that contains $10,000. You do it again and again. Say you do it 10 times. Do you know how much energy you are now placing into what you want? You have created a subconscious thought that is bringing to you what you have created. Okay? You believe it, and then you will see it. So you train your mind, you train your subconscious mind, that is really the majority of our brain that we know, right? We only think with about 10% of our brain. You create this image, this story, this scenario so much in your mind that your body starts reacting to it. It's like learning a piece of music that you don't have to read the sheet anymore. You just know how to do it. Your body just knows how to do it, right? So that is how it is when you manifest. You create it in a loop time and time again. And get this, y'all. You can do this at any time. You can be driving in your car and you can think about the scenario, whatever you want to manifest. You think about it again and again. You can be having a conversation with somebody that you're not that interested in. You can smile and nod your head, but in your mind, you're going over this loop, right? This is how you train your subconscious to bring to you what you want. When you are feeling what you are thinking about, that is opening up the floodgate to come to you. That is in the receptive mode. You are in a space to receive what you have asked for. I personally don't believe that we are here on this earth to pay the price and have to suffer and learn our lesson before we're worthy of getting what we want. I don't believe that because I've seen it happen too many times in my life that it doesn't work that way. When I am ready to receive, it comes. Okay, so every day in your prayers and your manifestations, whatever you want to call it, say, bring to me what I am ready to receive and show me how to be more receptive to the things I'm not ready for. Okay, I hope this has been helpful. Please like, share, and subscribe. And if you would like to work with me one-on-one, you can leave me a message below. I hope you have a fantastic day. You are loved, you are blessed, and you are awesome. Bye-bye.